Okay, this is looking like the perfect height. Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Geraldine. If it's your first time tuning into my channel, I welcome you specially, okay? Yeah, my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You guys are my strength. Oh, so guys, today's video is kind of, oh, pardon my sweaty face. It's morning here and I've just done with workout with Morinacho. Hi sis. So Morinacho is a sweet friend, and we decided to join Millicent and other ladies to work out this season. Although I've been trying to do that, like I think I shared a video with us in January on my journey, but I haven't been really that steady, and sometimes I didn't even work out at all. So it's really motivating to work out with some people, and we do that using a YouTube video as well, you know, so that keeps us moving without distractions at all. So if you would like to, you know, work out and you've been lacking the motivation, just find a video on your YouTube and or join Millicent and others on Instagram on her new YouTube channel, Millicent Zandax, and just keep your body moving, okay? If you really want to, if you want to, it's necessary but it's not compulsory, okay? Yes guys, so that said, about our today's video, I called it a viral video, not because of the number of views it has gotten. Yeah, I called it a viral video by my own definition at the stage where I am on my YouTube journey, okay guys? Yeah, so don't come for me. Yeah, it's viral for me because, like I'm saying, for me now, a viral video is that which got my viewers most engaged, not just in watching the video, but in actually trying out the recipe and getting back to me, like giving me feedback. Oh, I tried this and it worked, or oh, I tried it, this is what went wrong. Can you could you please give me corrections or something like that? You know, that kind of is my definition of a viral video, and that is exactly what happened with this dinner rolls recipe. And quick disclaimer, the original recipe was from Manchi, but I kind of made some modifications to it in terms of explaining more on how you can get the dough together, you know, and things like that. And a lot of people seem to kind of like the recipe. I have a friend who's been making that for at least every 2 weeks. She updates me on a new shape she has gotten with her kids. They love it during this lockdown period, and it's kind of very, very motivating. Thank you so much sis for that, you know yourself. And I've got a lot of other people who also sent me pictures as well of this same recipe and say, oh, I tried it and I really, really, really like it. So guys, that's why I called it a viral video for me. And the same viewer, one of the viewers, also requested if I could make a whole grain, make one with whole grain. You know, a lot of us don't prefer whole grains to the regular all-purpose flour. Yeah, so I decided to give that a try and share with us here in this recipe. So join me and let's get into the video. So guys, just like in the first recipe, we're going to start by melting our butter over low heat, okay? Yes. Every measurement you need for this will be left in the description box. Yeah, I'll also be leaving a link to the first video, okay, in case you are interested in seeing that. So once the butter melted, I added a very cold milk, okay? I'll stir that in, and then in a bit we'll be adding the sugar. The combination of the warm butter and the cold milk will give us kind of a lukewarm temperature that suits our yeast, okay? Next, I'll be cracking in this large egg. So I went ahead now to mixing everything together, and the temperature is at lukewarm like I told us. Now is the perfect time to add the yeast. Okay, we'll gently combine that together and we'll be letting it sit for 1 minute. So while our yeast is proofing, guys, the only difference with this recipe would be in the flour we'll be using, okay? Yeah, I decided to use spelt flour, and there I have measured out some spelt as well as all-purpose flour, okay? We'll be using more of the spelt than the all-purpose flour. The spelt is a whole grain flour, okay? So you choose a whole grain flour of your choice and just follow the steps here. We'll be using the all-purpose flour because the spelt alone will not kind of bind as much as all-purpose flour will do, okay? Yeah, so if I decide to use only spelt, I may end up with a runny batter, or I will end up using so much flour quantity, okay? Yeah, but with the all-purpose flour, it kind of helps to bind it together. So this is exactly what we're looking for. It's going to be a sticky dough, okay? Yeah. We'll cover it at this point and let it rise for an hour, okay? 1 hour later, it has doubled in size. We're gonna be deflating that. Guys, I decided to try using oil this time around. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't, we'll switch back to our flour, okay? Okay, the oil did the job, but not as much as flour will do. So in the next stage, we would be using flour instead of oil. We'll cover it back now for another half an hour, okay? Be patient. So it's ready. I decided to transfer it to this workspace because my little boy is interested in the process. You know, it's fun for kids to participate in this kind of activity. So I'll be transferring it onto this lightly flat surface and then knead it together before we cut into our desired shapes, okay? Yeah. If you want a fully detailed video, please check the original recipe. The link is in the description box. Okay, guys. So the rolling out is in progress, yeah, and the little hand is also participating. After rolling this out now, guys, I'll be dividing it into 6 equal parts, yes, and then I'll be forming it into the shape. Check the original video for a detailed information. Okay, guys, so you will discover that working with a whole grain flour for this recipe makes the dough a lot more sticky. Yeah, so that's where your flour comes handy, okay? So I'll form into the desired shapes, and then I'll be spraying with sesame seeds. Yeah, guys, that seed is quite loaded with antioxidants and so many health benefits, okay? Just check that out on Google. So after it's all set, I'm going to be covering it in a bit and allowing it to rise patiently for one more hour. Okay guys, be patient. After an hour it's ready, and by now I've preheated my oven at 150 to 180 degrees. After the first 10 minutes I took it out of the oven, penciled with egg white, yeah, kind of egg washed it. Then I covered with foil paper. Guys, this process is important if you don't want it to burn. I forgot to show that in the original video. So after like another 35 minutes, I checked and it was cooked through. You use your toothpick to check that, guys, okay? Yeah, so if the toothpick comes out clean, you are ready. Another thing I would say is that your oven determines how long you're going to bake. So you bake and keep an eye on it, okay? So it's ready and I set it on this rack so it can completely cool down. Look at that beauty, guys. So here we have our dinner rolls with whole grain flour. Still, it looks so fluffy and it's kind of slightly denser than the all-purpose flour, just the all-purpose flour recipe. Yes. So guys, there you have it. Spread some Nutella on it or jam on it for extra sweetness. Enjoy and have a beautiful day. Bye bye. Oh my god, I keep cutting my face off. I hope this one is working. Let me check.